हेलो एवरीवन, स्वागत है आप सभी का मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल में। टुडे वी विल स्टार्ट लर्निंग स्टैंडर्ड एरर एंड इन लास्ट क्लास वी लर्न अबाउट populations, sample, statistics and sampling distributions of mean with replacement and without replacement, and we did many types of problem also. I hope you guys are did practice problem also. Before starting this lecture, first we will recap all formula of last class. So let's start. Now see here, in last class we learned about population, sample, statistics, parameter and statics. Okay. And then we learn about random sample with or without replacement. With replacement formula is n to power n. Without replacement formula is ncn. ncn means what? N factorial by small n factorial n minus n factorial. Okay. See, expected value of sample mean and variance. For formula of mean is summation of xi by n. Variance is summation of xi minus x bar whole square by n. This is variance. Standard deviations of mean, x bar is mean. For finite population, summation of x bar equal to under root n minus n by n minus 1 into sigma by under root n. This is finite population and this is infinite population for this infinite population. Now, sampling distributions of mean with replacement and without replacement. For with replacement, mean is same, mu x is mu, and variance formula is sigma square by n, and standard deviation is root of variance means sigma by root over n. Without replacement, mean is same, mu x bar equal to mu, and variance formula is n minus n by n minus 1 sigma square by n. This is variance formula, and standard deviation is under root n minus n by n and sigma by under root n. Okay. And n minus n by n minus 1 is a correction factor. This one is correction factor. So you have to remember all this formula proper way. Then only you will be able to solve the problem. Now today our topic is standard error. For standard error, we know for only one formula. Standard error only one formula is there. Standard error equal to sigma by root n. This is the formula of standard error. Okay. With the help of this formula only, we can solve all the problems. See, this is the student. Now see the questions. Read questions properly and extract the data and put the data in the formula. Simple. The mean height of all adult in a particular country is 163 centimeter. Mean is 163 centimeter with standard deviations of 2.5 centimeter. Calculate the error of sampling distributions. Calculate the standard error. Standard error of the sampling distributions of a sample mean if the sample size is 40. Sample size is 40 and round to 3 decimal places. See, here they will give mean how much? 163 centimeter. Okay, and standard deviations they will give 2.5 and number of sample is 10 and this number of sample is 40, and they said find the standard error. So what is the formula for the standard error? Formula for the standard error, sigma by root of n. Sigma is 2.5 and root n is 40. If you solve this one, you can get 0.395. Okay, simple. Now see second question. A main weekly grocery bill for a household is a certain large city is $175.3 with a standard deviations of 161.6.17. What is the standard error? What is the standard error of the sampling distributions of sample mean if the sample size is 100? Round the nearest center. See, they'll give what? Standard deviations equal to $0.17 and sample see sample size is the sample size is 100. They will give sample size is 100, and they said find the standard error. Standard error formula is sigma by root over n. Sigma means what? 6.17 and root over 100. If you solve this one, you can get 0.617. This is your standard error. Get the data, put the data in the questions in the formula, and get the answers. Now see this equation. Mu equal to means mean equal to, this is the another formula for mu, x bar plus minus z alpha by 2 into sigma by root of n. This x bar is known as point estimate. This x bar is known as point estimate. See, plus minus z alpha by 2. Z alpha by 2 is known as confidence level. Z alpha by 2 is known as confidence level, and sigma by root under n is known as margin of error. Margin of error. And z equal to x bar minus mu by sigma by root over n. This formula you can remember. Z equal to x bar minus mu by sigma by root under n. Okay. Now see these questions. When sample is taken from an infinity population, see infinity population. If you see here infinity population, then you have to take this one. See, infinity population. So in your mind, it's come means sigma x equal to sigma by n. We have to use. While seeing the terms, we get to know which formula is used. Okay, when a sample is taken from an infinity population, what happens to standard error? They are talking about the standard error of mean. Standard error of mean. If the sample is increased, size is decreased from 800 to 200. See, they are talking about standard error. Standard error formula is sigma by root under n. Okay. Now n, first n is 800, then it is decreased to 200, and they are asking what happens to the standard error. Standard error के साथ में क्या हुआ होगा? Now see what we have to do. First standard error is sigma by 800 because initial sample is 800, and then it will be sigma by root over 200. Okay, if you solve this one, sigma by, you can get 20 by root 2, and this one is sigma by 10 root 2. Okay, now see here, when this term is equal to this one, when this term is equal to this term, when you multiply this term by 1 by 2, when you multiply by this term 1 by 2, then you can get sigma by 20 root 2. So this term is decreased by half. So we can write the error is reduced to half. You can think also no, like that. First is standard deviation is this one, and final is this one. Then if you compare this both two, then this one is decreased by half, because if you multiply with half this one, then only this one is coming. So this standard error is decreased by half. Okay. Now we move towards another questions. Now see these questions. The mean height of a student in a college is 155 centimeter. So write here given. While reading the questions only, you can extract the data from the questions. Mean is 155 centimeter. Okay, and the standard deviation is 50. Okay, and the standard deviation is 15. What is the probability that the probability that the mean height of 36 student is less than 125? 36 student means n equal to 36. And what is the probability that mean height less than 125 means x bar is 125 centimeter. Okay, and they are talking about what is the probability that the mean height of 36 student is less than 125 centimeter, means probability of x less than 125, we have to find this one. Okay, but if you we don't know how to find this one. This one we can if we convert this x in the form of z, then we know we will use the z table, and using z table you can find the area. Okay, so for formula of z is x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. Okay, sigma by root n. Now x bar we know 152, mu is 155, and sigma is 15, and n is 36. If you put this one, then you can get z equal to minus 1.25, minus 1.2. Okay, see here. This x we can replace by z when x is 125 centimeter. No, when x is 125 centimeter, then z is 1.2. So p of x less than 125. This one we have to find. So this one we have to convert in the form of z. So p probability of z less than 1.25, 1.2. Both are same only because we are converted this x in the form of z. Okay. Now see. This is the bell-shaped curve. Okay. This is 0. Minus 1.25. Minus 1.25 is somewhere here. Minus 1.2. Less than 1.2 means what? Less than 1.2 means this part is coming. So we have to find this part. This part how we can find? This full area is 0.5. If we minus 0.5 minus this part, if we minus 0.5 minus this part, then we can get our remaining part now. So 0.5 minus 5 of 1.2, 1.2. 0.5 minus, if you see, if we see in jet table, corresponding to 1.2, you can get the value of 0.3849. So using jet table, you can get this one, or in questions only they will give this value. So 0.5 minus 0.3849, if you do, then you can get 0.1151. Okay. Now we'll see another questions. Now see this question. A random sample size 100. Random sample size is 100 means n equal to 100 is taken from an infinity population. Infinity population means sigma x bar equal to sigma by root n. Having the mean as 76, mean as 76, and variance is 256. Means sigma square is 256. Okay, what is the probability that x will be between x bar between 75 and 76, 78? Means what is the probability of x less than equal to 78 and greater than equal to 75? This is our question. We don't know how to find this one, but we know if we convert this one in the form of z, then we know how to find. Okay, so first we have to find this is in the form of z. See, when x bar is 75, we know the formula of z formula is x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. This formula we will use to change z x into z. So see here, x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. So x bar is 75. When x bar is 75, minus 76, mu is 76, and sigma is 16, and n is 100. So if you put this one, you can get minus 0.25. Okay, when x bar is 78, then put all the value and you can get 1.25. So see here, we have to find probability of x less than equal to 78 and greater than equal to 75. This we can write probability of in the form of z. When z is 75, then x is 0 minus 0.625. Okay. When z is 75, when z is 78, see here once. When z is 78, the value is 1.25. Value is 1.25. And when z is 75, then value is minus 0.625. Okay. Now for finding this one, we know bell-shaped curve. You have to, this one is the bell-shaped curve. 1.25 is somewhere here, 1.25, and minus 0.25 is here. So we have to find this area. So finding this area means what? We have to find this area and plus this area. So see here, 5 plus 0.625 plus 5 plus 0.25 5 into 1.25. If you see this value in the z table, you will get this one. If you see this value in the z table, you will get this one. After sum of, you can get this one. So probability of this one is probability of x less than this one. We can write probability of x, probability of, we can write nicely. This one is nothing but probability of x less than 78 and greater than 75. This one is the answers. Okay. Now see another problem. 2-3 problem is there more. See this problem. A normal population has a mean of 0.1, means mean equal to 0.1. They give standard deviations of 2.1. Standard deviation is 2.1. Find the probability that mean of the sample size is 900. See, sample size is 900, and find the probability that mean of sample of size 900 will be negative, means x bar is negative, will be negative, means probability of x bar less than 0. This one we have to find. So first we have to, this x we have to convert in the form of z. So z equal to x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. X bar we don't know the value, so we keep as it is, and we know the value of mu 0.1. So we will write this one 0.1. After putting this value, we will get this one, and we got x bar equal to, after solving this one, we got x bar equal to 0.1 plus 0.07 into z. Okay, now see here, we have to find this one now. P equal to probability of x bar less than 0. So in the place of x bar, we can write this one. Probability of, in the place of x bar, we can write this one. So we write x bar equal to this one and less than 0. Okay, now this 0.1 we took that side, so minus 0.1, and z equal to less than this we take in denominator, so minus 0.1 by 0.07. After solving this one, we can get probability of z equal to z less than minus 1.42857. Okay, now see here, probability of z less than minus 1.42857, means this is the bell-shaped curve. Okay, this is the bell-shaped curve, and somewhere this is the 0, and somewhere here is minus 1.42857. So less than this one, means we have to find this area. We know area of this one is, 0.5. If we know this area is 0.5, if we minus this area, we can get this area, no? So what I did, 0.5 minus 5 of 1.42857. If you know this one in z table, value of this in z table, then you can get 0.4220. After solving this one, probability of x less than equal to 0.0778. This one is the answers. Now we move towards another questions. Now see, another question is a population has mean of 200. See, while reading problem, no, you can get the data, you can write. Don't read full questions at a time. Read one line and whatever you can get the data, write that data. 200. Okay, and a standard deviation is 550. A standard deviation is 50. Okay, a sample size is 100. Simple size means n. Simple size means n. N equal to 100. Okay, will be taken and the sample mean x bar. X bar will be used to estimate the population mean. What is the expected value of x bar? Expected value of x bar means mean. What is the mean? And what is the standard deviations of x bar? Okay, see, mean is always same everywhere, no? So expected value of x bar is mu e x bar equal to, or we can write like that, mu x bar like it also, equal to 200. Same only. No, for standard deviation formula is sigma by root under n, because see here they used sample mean of x bar. Sample mean of x bar. For sample mean of x bar, formula is sigma by n, sigma by root n. See, standard deviation sigma by root n. So you have to remember first formula, all formula. After that you can solve. So finding root under sigma by root under n. So 50 by 100 you can get 5. Standard deviation is 5. Now move towards another questions. Now see, this is I guess last questions. A population has mean of 200. See, population of mean is 200. Okay, and standard deviations is 50. Standard deviation is 50. Suppose a sample size 100. Suppose a sample size 100 means sample size 100 is selected and x bar is used to estimate mu. Okay. Now first question, see, what is the probability that the sample mean will be within plus or minus 5 of the population mean? Okay. See what they are saying. This is the given. This is the given. They said this 200 is there, no? What is the probability that sample mean will be sample mean, what is sample mean is 200. Sample mean will be within plus or minus 5 of the population mean. Our population mean is 200. If you do plus minus 5, then you can get 195, right? If you do plus 5, you can get 205. So they are saying what is the probability of x less than 205 and 195. This is the meaning x bar. What is the probability that the sample mean will be within plus or minus 5 of the population means? Here probability plus minus 5n. So this we can find. We don't know how to find this one. We know how to find this one in the form of z. Okay. So this one we have to convert in the z. Now see here, when x bar is, see, when x bar is 195, then we can use this formula z equal to x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. Then you put all this formula, all this value, and we will get minus 1. And similarly, if you find for x bar when 205, then you can get z equal to 1. So see here, probability of x bar less than 205 and greater than 195, then z less than 1 and greater than minus 1. Okay, now see, this is the bell-shaped curve. Z equal to 1 means here z equal to 1 somewhere, and z equal to minus 1. Greater than minus 1, greater than minus 1, and less than minus 1. This area we have to find. So see, 5 1 for this one, 5 1 plus this one also 5 1, because area is always in positive form. So 2 of 5 1. Now check the value of this one in z table. If you check in value in z table, you can get this one. After solving, you can get this one. Okay. Now see this problem. Same problem only. In the place of 5 plus 5, here they will write plus 10, plus minus 10. Okay, if you do minus 10, you can get 90. If you do plus 10, you can get 210. Okay, after solving this one, you can get this one. This is easy, same question only. You have to try once. Try it, this one. Same. In the place of 5, they write here plus 10 or minus 10. Okay, this chapter, this topic is completed. Thank you. अगर ये वीडियो आपको अच्छा लगा हो तो लाइक करें, शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें और खुश रहे, मैथमेटिक्स पढ़ते रहे। बाय बाय।